Well, Anderson, this is an extraordinary proposal from Israel, which, of course, has vowed to completely destroy Hamas. What I've been told by two separate officials who are aware of the discussions going on about a broader ceasefire, which would see Israeli hostages released as well, is that Israel has proposed that senior leaders of Hamas leave the Gaza Strip. Now, that would be just incredible to think about, that Israel would essentially allow the orchestrators, the architects of October 7th, the deadliest attack in Israeli history, to simply walk away. I'm told that this is something that was raised by the head of Israeli intelligence, David Barnea, when he met with his American counterpart, Bill Burns, the director of the CIA, as well as the Qatari prime minister last month. It was raised again when Secretary of State Antony Blinken was in Doha earlier this month. This is something that is almost certainly not going to happen. But at the same time, Anderson, it really does highlight the fact that Israel has made relatively little inroads when it comes to dismantling and destroying Hamas. You have the most senior leadership of Hamas that is still alive, still believed to be in those tunnels. You have around 70% of the Hamas fighting force by Israel's own estimation still on the battlefield. Now, of course, this could also benefit Israel if these Hamas leaders were to leave. It would weaken Hamas in the Gaza Strip. It would take away their leadership, and it would allow Israel to target Hamas leaders wherever they go. And Israel has said repeatedly that they intend to go around the world and kill Hamas leaders because of October 7th. Anderson.
Is there a sense of how likely it is that Hamas would accept those terms?
Well, from the American and international officials I've spoken with, it's extremely unlikely, they say. Secretary Blinken was told by the Qatari prime minister that something like this is never going to happen. The leaders who we're talking about, Anderson, are Yahya Sinwar. He's the head of Hamas in Gaza. There's Mohammed Deif, you can see there on the screen as well. He's the head of the military wing. Dave's deputy, Marwan Issa. These men are true believers. They are religious zealots. They're ideologues. And so officials I speak with believe that they want to essentially die fighting against their sworn enemy. There is one situation who Aaron David Miller, an analyst you and I both know well, raised, that Sinwar could leave if Israel agreed to release all of the Palestinian prisoners, some of the toughest and deadliest prisoners in Israeli prisons. Then, Miller told me, Sinwar might consider it, but that possibility is a long way off, and essentially Netanyahu rejected as much just yesterday, Anderson.
How much pressure is there on Netanyahu to find a resolution?
An extraordinary amount of pressure, and it's growing by the day. I was in Israel just last month speaking with hostage families. They're protesting all the time. They're essentially saying to Netanyahu, you have to do whatever you can to bring them home. So this is pressure that is only growing by the day. Netanyahu knows he has to do something, but at the same time, Anderson, he has vowed that this war will continue for many months to come.